श्रीमान वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्किक केसरी वेदांताचार्य वर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदाहृति श्रीवासरंग परकाल मुनित्रयाप्त लक्ष्मात्मरक्षण इत्युगागमान्तम् आचार्य भक्ति परिपूतमनर्गशीलं गोपाल देशिक मुनिं गुरुमाश्रयामः व्यासं वसिष्ठ नप्तारं शक्ते पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे सुखतातं तपोनिधिं व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः. So these are the verses which I just recited are on Acharya Sri Vedanta Desika, the first slokam. That second slokam which I recited, Srivasaranga Parakala, is Asmadacharyan, the one who initiated me. And then I had the Vyasam Vasishta Naptaram Shakte Pautram Akalmasham is on Veda Vyasa. And then Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya is also on Veda Vyasa, because it is Veda Vyasa who compiled the entire Mahabharatam, including the Vishnu Sahasranamam. And Vishnu Sahasranamam is nothing but the conversation between Yudhishthira and Bhishma Pitamaha. When the Bhishma Pitamaha was on Saratalpam, the bed of arrows, he was waiting for the final day, and Krishna rightfully reminded Yudhishthira to ask any questions or doubts that he may have, because he has been getting all the words of wisdom throughout his life, but now is the time, and not to lose the final opportunity, go and ask. And then we saw Kimekam Daivatam Loke Kim Vapyekam Parayanam, all those 6 questions, and the answers followed are now culminating in Vishnu Sahasranamam, the 1008 names of Mahavishnu and the 108 slokas of the Vishnu Sahasranamam. These are just not the concoctions or the stories or the imaginations of Bhishma Pitamaha. These are nothing but the names that are picked up by the rishis. And there are very many names. Out of that, this 1008 names were just picked up. There are millions of names for Vishnu. Yani namani gaunani vikyatani mahatmanaha. Any name, any gunam of Vishnu would please him, would be equally powerful, would be beneficial to us, because his Kalyana Gunams, his auspicious attributes, and his names are so powerful that the name itself is more powerful than the Lord himself. They used to say that Perumal is like the Kattipon, Kattitangam, whereas the name is like the Abaranatangam, the jewelry. He is like the molten gold, the gold biscuit. We cannot wear it. We cannot adorn in our necks. Whereas the name is like the necklace, is like the bracelet, is like the ring that we can wear, that we can easily wear and enjoy the name. So anyway, now we will have the 69th slokam today. Kala nemi nihavira shura shauri janeshwaraha Trilokatma Trilokesha Keshava Keshiha Harihi. There are different versions of this slokam. Some people say Virash Kalanemi Niha Virash Shura Shura Janeshwaraha. Some people say Kalanemi Niha Virash Shauri Shura Janeshwaraha. So there are different versions, but however, both the names are chosen here, Viraha, Shaurihi, Suraha, depending on the patam that is being used. They are used interchangeably. We will enjoy all those different versions now. Kala nemi niha vira shura shura janeshwaraha Trilokatma Trilokesha Keshava Keshiha Harihi. Kala nemi niha. Kala nemi niha means the destroyer of the Kala Chakram. the destroyer of the wheel of time, and the Suraha, the son of Sura, the son of Sura. We will, these are, let's enjoy the one liner first, then we will have the individual glorious names and the Vaibhavam. Sura Janeshwaraha, Sura Jana Ishwaraha. Sura Jana are nothing but, Sura means Suran, the valiant people, the Parakramashali, the strong, the victorious. He is the chief of the strong people. He is the chief of the valiant people. Sura also means Devas. He is the chief of the Devas. Asura are the demons, the Rakshasas. Sura are the Devas. So chief of the Sura. Sura Janeshwaraha. Sura Jana Ishwaraha. Trilokatma, he who is the Atma for the all, everything in all the three worlds, the upper world, the lower world, and us. All three worlds. Triloka Atma. Triloka Ishaha. He is the Ishan, the ruler, the Lord, the master of the three worlds. First, Triloka Atma. He is the Atma, he is the indweller, he is the Antaryami of everything in all the three worlds. He is not only the Antaryami, he is Triloka Ishaha, he is the ruler of the three worlds. He is the master of the three worlds. He is the Lord of the universe. Keshavaha, he who has beautiful Kesham. Kesham is the curly black locks of hair, the tresses. He is a Keshavan, the one who has beautiful locks of hair. Keshiha, one who killed the Asura by name Keshi. Keshi என்ற அசுரனை கொன்றவன். Keshiha, one who killed the Asura by the name Keshi. Harihi, Harihi is the one who is blue hued, dark hued. Hari, the one who removes the papams. So these are the one-liner meanings of the sloka. Kala nemini havira shura shura janeshwaraha trilokatma trilokesha keshava keshiha harihi. Such a beautiful stotram it is that we get to enjoy the Vaibhavam of Lord Vishnu in these names, crystal clear. In fact, Slokam slokena stutayeva nasamshayaha. The Lord Krishna says. Sorry for the disturbance. There is some work going on in the building, construction work. So, Kalane Miniha is the destroyer of the Kala Chakram. During the Pralayam, when everything stops, he takes all the Jivatmas and all the universe and everything, Chetanam and Achetanam, the sentient and the non-sentient, within himself, into his Sariram, and retains them, protects them during the Mahapralayam, during the dissolution. So he is the one who is the master of the Kala Chakram. Kalam is the one of the Achetana Tattvam, one of the non-sentient Tattvam, one of the non-sentient entities. Kalam does not have life, but Kalam has got one cycle. We have say 100 years or 120 years of life. They say Vedam Nool, Pirayam Noor, Aridaram, Puguvarelum, Padiyum Urangi Pohum, Nindradil Padinayande. Vedai Balakanadagum, Pini Pasi Mupu Tunbam, Adalal, Piravivenden, Arangaman, Agarulane, Tondaripadi Alva says. Vedam Nool, Pirayam Noor. Vedam, hundreds of Nool, Sastram. But our Pirayam, our age, our life is also 100 years. And in that 100 years, Padiyum Urangi Pohum. We waste our time 50 years by sleep. Of course, if we don't sleep, then there is different issue, different problem. But we completely get rid of the 50 years by sleeping. We waste. And remaining 50 years, what do? Pedai, Palakan, Adagum. Pedai. During the childhood, we were babies and then toddler and then walk, run, school, teenage, all that we spend time. We first play, then learn, then study, all that. Bedai Balakan, then we become youth. Balakan, the child, the teenager, then youth. Ade, our Tondradipuriyava does not want to say even youth. He says Adagum, Ade. You just become Ade. Because that's yet another waste of our life. So, and then what is the time remaining? Remaining time when the hair turns grey, but the desire does not turn grey. Our teeth have fallen, we become bald or hairless or less hair, we have completely grey hair, we have all the joint pains, unable to walk, we have the third leg which is the stick, and when everything goes off, the eyes cannot see, the hearing impairment, however, the same desires continue. The mind always longs for the same desire. Pini, Pasi, Muppu, Tunbam. Remaining time, Pini, disease. Pasi, hunger. Muppu, old age. Tunbam, sorrows. Pini, Pasi, Muppu, Tunbam, we spend the remaining time. Adalal, Piravi Venden, Arangaman Agarulan. Please do not give me any more birth. Arangaman, the Lord Ranga. So, he is the destroyer of the vicious cycle of birth and death. He can stop our cycle. How we can stop? By our Sharanagati, by our surrender to him. And it is he who sets the direction for the sun, who is the controller of time. It is he who is beyond the Kala Chakram, beyond the wheel of time. He is not bounded by time. Whereas even Chaturmukha Brahma, the creator, is bounded by time. Chaturmukha Brahma will have 1,000 Chatur Yugams. You know, we have the 4 Yugams. And we have after 1,000 Yugams, Chatur Yugams, he will finish one day. Similarly, he will finish Brahma's age. So all that would become like that, and finally, what happens? He would completely, Brahma would be completely gotten rid of everything, and then his age would be over. Then we will have another one, another Brahma, another Jivatma takes Brahman. So it goes on and on. There would be different Jivatma who takes the Chaturmukha Brahma's position. And he will start creating Devatas. He will start creating another Jivatma as the sun, another Jivatma as the moon, another Jivatma as Madhavakkannan, another Jivatma something else. So we would become, based on our past karmas, we get born again. So but the Lord Sri Vishnu is beyond the Kala Chakram. That is Kalane Miniha. So Kalane Miniha. He is the one, also there is another meaning. He is the one who destroys the effect of Kali Dosham. The Kali Yugam has got tremendous doshams associated with it. It is Kali Yuga's influence because of which we go astray. We cannot blame ourselves. Also the Kali Yugam's influence. How Kali Yugam can be gotten rid of, the dosham can be stopped by focusing on these sattva gunas, on this nama sankirtanam. So Kali can be removed by going through the nama sankirtanam. Harer namaiva 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 mama beshajam. Kalau nastyeva 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 gatir anyata. Hare Hari Hari Hari. Like that, when we recite every day, when we get up in the morning, we have to recite Hari 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 7 times. That itself will get rid of the Kali dosha. And Perumal stays in the Divya Desams, as in the Lord Venkatesha in Tirumala, Lord Ranganathan in Srirangam, and Shaligrama Murti in our Perumal Sannidhi. In every temple that you go, see the Lord. He is there blessing us, and when we worship him, the Kali dosham gets removed. Because he is there in Tirumala, he himself has promised and assured one Acharya by name Tirumalai Nambi. He was the Matular, the Thai Maman, the uncle of Ramanuja, Bhagavad Ramanuja. Ramanujacharya, in his Purvashramam. And this Tirumalai Nambi, also called as Sri Shaila Purnar, he was in Tirupati, Tirumala, in the mountain, and he used to perform Kainkaryam fully, wholeheartedly, dedicatedly, sincerely, devotedly, and lovingly for Perumal. He used to go to Papanasham, the waterfalls, bring the Tirtham for Perumal, Sannidhi, for his Trivaradhanam, for his puja to Tirumalayappan. This is 1,000 years ago. There was no vehicle, nothing. People who had to go to the Malay had to climb. There were no regular steps also. So he used to bring this Papanasham waters to Perumal Sannidhi for his puja. He was getting old, and he had to strain himself, walk all the way to Papanasham, bring the water, but he didn't stop, even though he felt weak, tired, and exhausted. One day, when he was bringing the water from Papanasham for the Perumal Sannidhi, for the puja, there was a boy who called him Tata, Tata, like that, because so he called Tata, Tata. Tata means father, Tandaye, Appa. So he called him and he said, please give me some water. I feel thirsty. I'm longing for water. Give me some water from your pot. He said, this is meant for the Lord. I cannot give you, then it will be impure. You are not supposed to take until I offer to the water. Come with me to the temple, and which was about 2-3 kilometers, and then I will give you. He said, now I need, I feel so thirsty. Give it to me little bit. He refused to give. He said, you go and ask someone else. Why me? He said, I don't see anyone else now. You have to give me. He refused to give and started running away, because otherwise he would catch hold of him and snatch the water from him. So he started running. When he started walking fast, this guy, he was a hunter boy. He had a bow and an arrow. So he sent the arrow to the pot which he had on his shoulder, and the pot had a hole, and then the water came out of that hole. All the waters came out, and he started drinking from there. Our Sri Shaila Purnar Tirumalai Nambi got angered. He said, why did you spoil? Now what will I do? I have to go again all the way, walk and bring the water for the puja. Then he said, Tata, don't worry. Tata means Appa, do not worry. You want water right away here, right near the temple. I will get. So he took the arrow. There was a nearby one mountain, tall mountain. He hit the mountain, and from the mountain came waterfalls. It looked as if the water came from Akasham, the sky. That is why it is called Akasha Gangai. Even today, one can witness and enjoy the waterfalls Akasha Ganga in Tirumala. This was started by that hunter boy who was none other than the Lord Tirumalai Srinivasan himself. Since he called him Tata, that his family, his lineage has been called Tata Desikan since then. So here now we are enjoying the Kala Nemiga, one who destroys the effect of Kali Yugam. The Kala Nemiga is also Kali Dosham, can be removed by him, by the Lord Srinivasa, because when you say Govinda, when you say Nama, Govinda Namam, the Kali Dosham can be removed. So avidya, the ignorance, is an irresistible folly of the Kali Yugam. So when it comes to me, it loses its form. When it comes to me, Perumal says. So when we when we utter his name, the Kali Dosham gets. So those who are caught up in the Kala Chakra, the wheel of time, of being born again and again, because of ignorance, because of Deha Sambandham, because of our karma, Perumal stopped that wheel for them when they seek his help, when they seek his protection, when they perform Sharanagati, he destroys their karma accumulated over time. So Kala Neminiha Veera Shauri Sura Janeshwaraha. Shauri, the son of Sura. Sura means Vasudeva. The Vasudevan is another name was Sura, because he is Vasudevan's son, who is Vasudeva Krishna. So Shaurihi. Also, he is born in the race of Sura, the Yadava clan, Yadava dynasty. Also, it means the one who is valiant, who is victorious. So this Nama is talked about as Shura, the son of Vasudeva. And Kalaneminika Veera Sura Sura Janeshwaraha. Sura is the valiant. We saw that. And Sura Janeshwaraha means Sura Jana means the one who are wonderful, who are valiant, who are parakramashali. And Sura Jana Ishwaraha. He is the chief of the parakramashali. He is the chief of the valiant. He is the chief of the strong. In fact, when Rama and Ravana had a battle, Rama Ravana Yuddham is equivalent to Rama Ravana Yuddham. There can be no comparison, says sage Valmiki. One can never witness such a fierce battle. And during the during the first battle between Rama and Ravana, Ravana was completely conquered by Rama. His chariot was broken, his horses were broken, his kiridam fell down, he was hurt, he was wounded, he fell down in the chariot, and then he was almost unconscious. But Rama would not hit a person when he is unconscious. So he left from the scene. That time, the Ravana's charioteer, the driver, he took Ravana away from the battlefield. Otherwise, some other Vanara, some other person can come and kill Ravana. So he wanted to protect his Talaivan. So he took him away, back to the palace in the broken chariot. When Ravana regained consciousness on the way to the palace, he asked the charioteer, why? Why are you going back to the palace? Did you get some money, wealth, coins from Rama? Is that why you are turning back? So he said, no, I wanted to protect you. You were almost unconscious. You were very hurt. You were wounded. You could not even see anyone. So to save yourself from others, I brought you here. Ravana said, okay, I'm impressed with your honesty, with your loyalty, but I want you to go back to the battlefield. Go, turn back. He said, why? You are not able. You regain strength and let's go later. No way. I want to go back. Then he asked, why do you want to go back? He said, I want to go back to witness that the Rama fighting in such a fiery speed. The way he takes the arrow and hits people, sends arrow, is like a lightning. Such a parakramashali. I have never witnessed such a warrior in my life. Ravana, the Ravaneshwaran, the one who had conquered the entire Devalokam and who had brought all Devatas under his feet. He is talking, he is praising. The first time the enemy is praising Rama. Is it possible? They say that when Virat Kohli was playing in Calcutta against Kolkata Riders in T20 match, IPL, Virat Kohli is from the other team, not from Calcutta Riders. But the entire Calcutta frenzied crowd, the mob, 60,000 people probably, they all shouted and they were praising and gave a standing ovation when Virat Kohli hit a score, or when he hit a half century or a century. How is it possible? When an ordinary human beings like us admire the way the enemies hit, the enemies play, the enemies attack, when such is the admiration from an ordinary human being, Why is it not possible for a Sarveshwaran, the Lord, Supreme Deity, Sri Ramachandra Murthy, who had performed in such a effortless hit? Obviously, he is Sureshwara, Sura Ganesh, Sura Janeshwara. Trilokatma, Trilokesha, Keshava, Keshiha Harihi, Triloka Atma. He is the one who is the Atma for the entire three world. He is the one who moves about in the three worlds. He is the one who makes the three worlds move around him. And he is the Antaratma. Parasara Bhattar gives his interpretation based on the word Atma. Trin Lokan Atati Satatam Gachati. He is the one who always move about in all three worlds. விண்மேல் இருப்பாய் மலைமேல் நிற்பாய் கடல் சேர்ப்பாய் மண்மீது உழல்வாய் இவற்றுள் எங்கும் மறைந்துரைவாய் என் மீது இயன்ற புறவந்தத்தாய். So here Namalvar mentioned he keeps moving about in all three worlds in order to be easily accessible to everyone, to be easily available to everyone. He is such a Saulabhyan, Sulabhan. So the Anubhavam to point out that not only does he move about in the three worlds, he is the one who makes everything move about in all the three worlds. Avanandri or anuvum ashayad. Not even one simple iota of object will move without his sankalpam. Even the very breath that we take is because of his sankalpam. If he simply takes a sankalpam that we all should vanish, we will finish in 1 second. Everything could go to zero. Nobody can stop him. Shankaracharya gives the interpretation that he is the Atma of everything in all the three worlds. Trayanam Lokanam Antaryamitaya Atma iti Triloka Atma. The three worlds here refer to the earth, the world above and the world below. Chinmaya Ananda refers to the three loka, refers to the three states of experience. Jagrada Avastha, Swapna Avastha, Sushupti Avastha. The waking state, the dream state and the deep sleep state. That he is the reality. He is the Antaryami. He is the self of all the three worlds of experience. He is the one who has manifested in all three worlds. Triloka Atma. He moves about in all three worlds. Triloka Ishaha. Not only he is the Atma of the three worlds, he is the Ishan of the three worlds. He is the ruler of the three worlds. By virtue of his being the Lord or the ruler of the supreme of the three worlds, he is known as Triloka Ishaha. In Namalvar Pasuram, அகலகில்லேன் இறையுமென்று அலர்மேல் மங்கை உரை மார்பா நிகரில் புகழாய் உலகம் மூன்றும் உடையாய். உலகம் மூன்றும் உடையாய் is Trilokeshaha. Sri Shankaracharya says, Traya Lokaha Tada Nyaya Sweshu Sweshu Karmashu Vartanta Iti Trilokeshaha. The three worlds obedient to him, serving him, attend to their respective function. They perform their function as an obedience to him, listening to his orders, heeding to his orders. That is Trilokeshaha. Trilokesha. Then we have the next one. Trilokesha Keshava Keshigahari. Keshavan is a beautiful name, wonderful name. The one who says Keshavan, one who calls his child as Keshavan, will never ever go to hell, Narakam. Periyalvar says the mother who calls her son as Keshavan will not enter into Narakam, because she always utters the name Keshava, Keshava, Keshava. Klesha Nashan. He is the one who removes the confusion, the delusion, our ignorance. Also it means Kesham. The Kesham means the locks of hair. The one who has beautiful locks of hair. One whose hair of a supreme fragrance. One who is the source of origin of Brahma and Shivan. Ka Isha Keshava. Ka means Brahma, Isha, Ishan, Rudran. He is the Ishan of Keshavan. He is the Ishan of Ka and Isha. We will come to it soon. He is the source of the rays emanating from the sun. He is the destroyer of the Asura called Keshi. He is the tormentor of his enemies. is the Adipati of waters. So, Keshavaya Namaha. Kesha means the ray of light. Also, it means hair. And Parasara Bhattar refers, this Nama indicates that the Lord possesses all the Kalyana Gunam, the supremacy, the loveliness, the beautiful curly locks of hair, the wonderful soft and blue, Prashata, Snigdha, Neela, Kutila, Kuntala. It is sublime, it is curly, it is soft, it is beautiful, it is dark. It's so nice to look at the hairs on his divine face. So this Anubhavam is further. The Sri Radhakrishna Sastri mentioned that it refers to Nrisimha. Nrisimha appeared as lion. The Narasimhan, Pidari Mayir in Tamil, the lion's, the mane, the back of the neck was exceptionally beautiful. The Aunt Singam's hair is so beautiful. மாரி மலை முழஞ்சில் மண்ணிக் கிடந்து உறங்கும் சீரிய சிங்கம் அறிவுற்று தீவிழித்து வேரி மயிர் பொங்க எப்பாடு பேந்துதறி. When the lion comes out of the cave, it simply shakes his head and the whole hair comes out. I mean, it gets disentangled. Maricha describes Lord Rama's hair as Siki Kanakamalaya, beautiful like a golden garland, the Lord Rama's hair. The Upanishad says, Hiranya Keshaha Hiranya Smashruhu. The Upanishad mentions that the Lord's hair is like a golden hair and golden mustache. Not that he is a blonde hair. It says golden is for supreme, excellent, exquisite. Highest supreme beauty is golden. Tangandani, they say you are a tangam. Means it's not that you are gold. You are the best. So like that, the Lord has got the best hair. And hence, Nammalvar also mentions that the Kesham of Bhagavan has got fragrance. Maybe the darkness of his hair can be compared to the darkness that comes in the Pralaya Kalam, full of darkness. Maybe that is the one. And Bhagavan is also Keshava because Ka means Brahma, Isha means Shiva. They originate from his body. Sri Shankara and Parasara Bhattar give this Ka iti Brahmano Nama Ishoham Sarvadehinam Avam Tavange Shambhutau Tasmat Keshava Namavan. The above words are from Hari Vamsham. These are the words of Shiva to Bhagavan, to the Lord Vishnu. He says, Ka iti Brahmano Nama Ishoham Sarva Dehinam Avam Tavange Shambhutau Tasmat Keshava Namavan. I am Isha. Ka is the name of Brahma. And both of us have been born out of your body. And therefore, you are known by the name Keshava. That is the Sloka meaning. It comes in Hari Vamsham. The Shiva is the one who mentions that Ka iti Brahmano Nama Isho Aham Sarva Dehina. So, both of us have come out of your body, therefore you are known as Keshava. The Nama signifies that Brahma and Shiva originate from Bhagavan. Sri Shankaracharya gives additional interpretation that he is the owner of Kesha, or rays that emanate from the sun, the moon, and all the effulgent, shining, resplendent objects in the cosmos. And he is called Keshava. Amshavo ye prakashante mamaite kesha samnitaha sarvajna keshavam tasmat mamahu dvichasattamaha. Mahabharatam it says, which means literally the rays that are emanating from me are called Kesha. So the learned Brahmins call me by the name Keshava. So Keshava is such a beautiful name. So we should say Keshava, Keshava always. The Keshava is that the indication that his hair, just the hair Kesha, should be sufficient to take care of the Asuras. Even the mudi itself is enough to take care of the Asuras. It means that he does not need any effort to kill the Asuras. Even the hair can do that. So Keshava signifies that one who torments his enemies. So here Keshava, the interpretation of Nama, he is the one who destroyed the Keshi Asuran in Krishnavataram. Also it means that. So now after Keshavaha, we have Keshiha, which is also who killed the Asura by name Keshi, or he who directs the fire god Agni, the sun god Surya, the Devendra, the Vayu in their functions. That means Keshiha. Keshiha Harihi. Next one is the last one is the Harihi. Harihi is the dark hued. He who removes the papam, the distress, the sorrow, the grief of his devotees. He who wards off the samsaram with its cause from his devotees. He is the destroyer of the universe at the time of pralayam. Harihi. Hara also refers to the dark color or the green color. So here my superior complexion is dark green, and therefore I am called Hari. In Mahabharatam it says. So Pachaima Malaipol Meni Tondaradipudi Alvar mentions. So here Hari, 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 Hari. I said Harer Namaiva 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 Mama Beshajam Kalau Nastyeva 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 Gatir Anyata. That the statement with this triple emphasis on the great name Hari is a sure medicine for all of us for the disease of samsara. So the Hare Nama, Hare Krishna Nama is such a powerful Nama. In fact, Mukundamala, there is a slokam given by Mukundamala is by Kulasekaracharya, Kulasekar Alvar, where he says, Shatru Chedaika Mantram, Sakalam Upanishad Vakya Sampujya Mantram, Samsarottara Mantram, Samupachitatama Sangha Niryana Mantram, Sarva Aishwaryaika Mantram, Vyasana Bhujaga Sandashta Santrana Mantram, Jihve Sri Krishna Mantram, Japa Japa Satatam Janma Shapalya Mantram. What a beautiful slokam it is. It says Shatru Chetaika Mantram. It is the one mantram which will destroy our enemies. The enemies are not outside, it is within us. Our mind, our evil thoughts, our five senses which go astray. Our mind takes the senses out of the pure sattva gunam and go on the wrong path. This is the mantram that will remove, destroy that wrong notion, wrong thought, wrong mindfulness, and bring it back to the purity. Satpur Chetaika Mantram, Upanishad Vakya Sampujya Mantram. It is the mantram which has been identified as the most sacred by the Upanishads. Vakyam. Samsara Uttara Mantram. It is the mantram which will enable us to cross the ocean of samsara, the samsaric afflictions. So, as I mentioned, we have Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi, everything would come when we become old, when we have disease, when we have sorrows, when we almost die like a log of wood. Samsarottara mantram, samupachita tamas sangha niryana mantram. It is the mantram which will remove the ignorance, despair, grief, sorrow. Sarva aishwaryaika mantram. No, I want wealth, I want aishwarya, I want children, I want promotion, I want condominium, car, I want promotion, I want sakala aishwarya. This mantram will give you. It will give you all benefits. And it will take you towards the Almighty as well. So it is like a mall where you can buy everything, right from the groceries in a big basket store or a NTUC store, as well as you will be able to buy the diamond jewelry. It is a mall, Tirumal, where you can get everything, the Aishwaryam as well as the Moksha. So it will give Sarva Aishwaryam. Vyasana Bhujaga Santashta Santrana Mantram. It is the mantram which is a sure cure for poisoned bites of samsara serpent, the snake, which are worldly afflictions, the worldly desires or the snakes that will bite you and you are stuck. You are bitten by the material desire bug, and this will remove that bug. This will give you vaccination for that bug. And it is Janma Shapalya mantra. It is a mantra, the recitation of which, the japam of which will make our life worth living and fruitful. So, I can send you in the group this particular sloka. It's a wonderful sloka. Shatru Chetaika mantram, Sakalam Upanishad, Vyakya Sampujya mantram, Samsoratara mantram, Samupachitatama Sangha Niryana mantram, Sarva Aishwaryaika mantram, Vyasana Bhujaga Santashta Santrana mantram, Jikwe, O tongue, Sri Krishna mantram, Japa Japa Satatam, please, O tongue, utter that japam, Janma Shapalya mantram. So this Hare Krishna, Harihi would be able to get us rid of everything wrong, everything sorrow, and then get us rid of all our papams and get us towards moksha. Adiyen, Dhanyosmi. Kavitarkika Simhaya Kalyana Gunashaline Srimate Venkatesaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha.